everyone, today I want to take a few minutes to talk about the basics of Reforges. I had a guild member ask if I had a video on it, and I did not. I was surprised, so we're going to go over it now. Alright, first thing, go into your talent area. You can go and see your talents here. The ones that you have selected are the ones you're going to be looking for in the Reforge section. So let's go into the artifact and go down to Reforge. I am going to look at the last Reforge here, and I want to point out that I have something called Merciless here. If I go back to my talent page, you'll see that I also have, it's under Iron Guard, it's the bottom one, it's called Merciless as well. For this last Brecca Reforge, you should be choosing something at the bottom of the talent tree, the last options. But it's important to note just that you need to make sure that you're choosing a talent that is in your talent tree that is selected. Otherwise, it doesn't take effect. So let's take a look at what this looks like in the Reforge. You do not need to switch back and forth between your Reforges and your talents. If you go down to the bottom one here, you'll see that if I choose Protect Life right above Merciless, there's red text on the side here. This red text lets me know that I do not have that talent selected. Now I'll go back into my talents just to show you that in fact, when I go back down to Strategist, I don't have anything selected. But especially when I click on the Protected Life, I do not have any talents in that one. So I'm not going to get any points if I select that in my Reforge. It's not worth it. So you'll see that I have a 0 out of 10 for this level, even though I have a point in it in my Reforge section. So you're not going to get credit for having it if you don't have it in your talents. So you can up the level of your talent section by the Reforges that you have, but there is a max. So let's take a look at this. This talent is Shield Mastery +2, which means I get 2 points in it. I have 2 points somewhere else, which gives me a total of a level 4 for this class. Now let's look at a different talent here in this Reforge section. I'm going to go down to Careful Aim. You'll see here I have a level 5 for this class. Now if I look somewhere else for where I have Careful Aim as an option, here my points are currently in Shield Mastery, but if I click on Careful Aim, it would show me how many points I would get before and after activation. The important thing to note is that before activation I have a level 5, and after activation I also would have a level 5. So by putting another point in Careful Aim, I don't get any benefits. So there's no reason to have all of the same talent. There is a max, and it's important to look at what your level would be before and after activation of your talent. If it doesn't go up, it's not worth taking. Now I'm kind of focusing on the bottom row of these talent trees, but it is important to also look at the top one. Here I have a parry rate +1. It's not super awesome, so I might want to consider reforging this in order to get better talent. So here I have a Careful Aim also, but Precision doesn't give me anything because it's got the red text, and the Holy Grace doesn't give me anything either that I would want. So I'm going to click the Reforge button and try for something better. Now, as you try for something better, here I've got an armor and I have Careful Aim. So yeah, is the armor +2 better than the parry +1? Probably not, but just so I can show you what I'm doing here, I'm going to click the save button. Yes, I want to overwrite this other one. You cannot get it back once you overwrite it. And I'm going to click the hard armor and activate that. And yes, I do want to activate it. And then I'm going to click Careful Aim and activate that one. It's important to note that I can only choose from the end two, Careful Aim and then the center one. For those, you cannot go like across the tree. So I'm going to keep reforging to see if I can get something better. And in fact, I don't. But I wanted to point out that as it goes up, this little shamrock-like icon gets more full of gold. Once it gets all the way up to the top and it's full, you will get the next roll will be a purple all the way across. So the ones with +2 on the bottom are generally purple, and the ones with +1 are blue. So here it's full, and you can see that my next one had all purple in it. It does not mean you'll get something you want or even something you can use, but it is a better chance of getting a +2 for the bottom row, not for the top. So I'm going to go ahead and stop with the Reforges because you get the point, and I'm not going to get anything special for Careful Aim. All right, switching focus to this last one, the Brecca Essence, I am out of it. So I'm going to go into this item exchange section, and here I can exchange the items that I have for other ones. So I need this purple Brecca's Essence at the bottom, and I accidentally merged all of these other ones. So I'm going to just go ahead and convert them back over to these blue gems, which are the lowest level of Reforge. And then I can convert those over to Brecca's Essence so that I can get 25 of those and go ahead and try for Reforge. Now I'm going to go through the Reforge again here just a little bit. I'm not going to get anything good, but I wanted to point some things out. First of all, with this last Brecca's Essence, I think that having a +2 is way more important than a +1. So here I got a +1, but the energy I didn't have, and I don't have the Protect Life that I currently have either, so I'm going to Reforge a few more times. Again, here I have a Merciless +1, but it's not really worth it because the +2 is much better. However, if you are a DPS player, you're going to probably want Opportunity Attack, and I'm going to get it here in just a second, so I'm just going to finish going through these. Here you can see in the center I got Opportunity Attack. If you're DPS, you're most likely going to want to have this skill unlocked. I don't here because I am not a DPS, I'm a tank. So this is something you're going to look for. If you can't get Opportunity Attack 2, definitely take an Opportunity Attack 1. Now you might be thinking, great, you have a lot of options for Reforge, but how do I go ahead and unlock all of these? And if you go to the top tab, the Artifact tab, this is how you unlock them. So the first one is going to be the Flona's Mercy, and you're going to go ahead and unlock each one of these at a time. As they are fully unlocked, it will unlock that one for Reforge. In order to unlock each of these, you need Tainted Energy. Go to the faction area and the Island of Hero, and go ahead and DPS the mobs that are here. If I go back into my artifact and look under here, it says that I need tainted creatures in order to get this energy at the top, which I convert into these yellow stones. Now, because I'm maxed out, it doesn't allow me to convert them, but you can see that it will at least you get them from the tainted creatures here. Not all tainted creatures are equal. If I go to the ones that are outside of the center area, so for example, I'm going to come over to this set of rocks, the green grassy area over here, and if I DPS these creatures over here, I'm going to get less tainted energy than if I go to the center and DPS the tainted creatures in the center. So it's really good to plan on doing the ones in the center or off to the altars on the sides, which is also kind of in the center area. These will give more tainted energy, and you can just turn on auto attack and do this while you're AFK. It works really, really well. How much tainted energy you get is actually dependent on your artifact levels. So here at the top corner, it says that I get that my level is much lower and that I get more tainted energy. So someone who's purchasing a lot of tainted energy, it probably is not a huge advantage for them. Now here on the charge section, if you have your artifacts all maxed and unlocked, you'll open this charge section where you can continue to use your tainted energy to up your stats. So that's pretty much it for the Reforges. I hope that you found this helpful. If you need help with specific Reforges and for your class, there's some class videos, but also I would look at, kind of what some of the other players that are your class are using. And hopefully that'll help you kind of point to which talents you should be unlocking and which Reforges to use. Thank you so much for watching.